Okay, so in one of their news posts, Jagex said like, hey guys, so we can better understand what matters most to you, we want to ask your opinion on something. Now, I know this is a pretty big topic, so how do you guys feel if we don't increase membership prices this year?
That's what I'm talking about! That's what he said!
But you'll get ads as well. So Jamflex sent out some game surveys at random. Surprise, surprise, I did not get one. Luckily, those who did quickly let everyone else know what was going on. Consumed by corporate greed, Jagex were proposing some sort of tiered membership options. $32 a month. What is going on? Okay, let's take this a little more seriously. These are proposals, right? Thank God for that. But listen, this is still very, very serious. The fact they're being proposed in the first place means that there definitely is an intention to change their pricing model, to change their membership plans. And you might be thinking, so what? Not that big a deal, right? Well, it wouldn't be if they hadn't downright lied to the community in the first place. Because it was only a year ago that Jagex released their mission statement once the company was bought out by Havali. And in this mission statement, it quite clearly states they had no intentions of changing the game's business model. Aged like milk, man. That aged real bad. One of the worst things about this proposed model is how close it is, if not just being outright classed as pay to win. And you know what that means, ladies and gents? Microtransactions. Like, the doomsday clock is 1 minute to midnight with this shit. Now, originally, the plan was to take you guys through some of these proposed plans that Jagex had sent out in surveys. There are multiple different ones, randomized like I said earlier. However, Jagex have since followed up their original blog post with another one. It's quite lengthy, in an attempt to reassure you that they're not just trying to go for a quick cash grab. However, it kind of just comes across like any sort of YouTuber apology. Their main point being that they wanted to understand what the players valued most in membership. Now, I don't think any one of us is naive enough to not know what they're saying here. They want to know what they can charge you more for. And they even go back to explain that there were no plans to include ads in the base membership. I mean, that's not what this looks like, Jagex. Is it reassuring that they've addressed some of the points that the community has decided to speak out against? Sure, it means they're still listening, and that is important. And before I move on, I just want to say that none of this comes down to any of the hardworking J-mods that put their time, effort, and pride and passion into the content that is ultimately developed for this game. No. You see, these are decisions that are made way higher up the ladder. And I feel bad because they even got this guy who I've never seen before on camera to explain some of the perks of these tiered membership options. You can just see his soul like leaving his body as he tries to convince you that reserving character names is something that you should pay for. I don't feel like I need to explain to you guys why some of these price plans and suggested perks are so bad for the game. Things like exclusive membership worlds, shorter AFK timers, limited access to third-party clients, and complimentary bonds are the closest thing to built-in microtransactions. The purpose of this video, if not just to expose what's been going on with old school RuneScape, is to encourage you as an active member of either the old school RuneScape or larger MMO community, or just if you're passionate about video games in general. You've seen this happen to your favorite games, I guarantee it. And what's crazy about this whole situation is as if history is repeating itself. RuneScape turning into RuneScape 2, monetization taking over and sucking the life force from the entire game, and ultimately just kills off the player base. So if you are passionate, if you do want to make a difference, then take to the streets, i.e., Reddit, X, whatever kind of online forum you can. Please don't actually take to the streets. It's probably not a good idea. And guys, if all that fails, then there's always old school RuneScape, right?